I know it's going to come as a shocker to everyone out there that watches regularly. Tonight, we're not going to talk about Minnesota or Tennessee. Nope, going to Georgia, the great white north of northern Georgia. Welcome back, everybody, to the Caffeinated Cryptid. Invite everybody to subscribe, please, and share. We're going to the moon, as Jeremy over on Bigfoot Society says, to the moon, just like Dogecoin.
Yes. And beyond.
And beyond. Oh, yeah.
That's right.
Share BobbyDizzle.com. I got some merch coming. I've had some issues with merch. I've learned how to work refunds. That's been really awkward. But enough about me. Enough about why you should subscribe and share BobbyDizzle.com. Tonight we have Les Durrant. Is it Durrant or Durrant?
Durrant.
I got it right.
Yes.
Didn't even have to ask. Accomplished UFO ghost hunter from North Georgia. Pretty part of Georgia. Well, yes. Georgia's pretty. Even the pecan trees are pretty. In the last few years, he's discovered a method to record UFO and paranormal activity and has several dozen recordings. I've watched a lot of them. He has collaborated several times with MUFON and aspires to share these skills and knowledge. That's a dangling participle. Aspires to share the skills and knowledge to the masses. I don't know. I messed that up. You can find the methods, the dangling participle, as they call it, and get it hung on your pedals or your bicycle. You can find his methods and several videos of the phenomenons he's captured on his YouTube channel located in the description. So Les, how's it going? How's the weather over there? Hot?
Fabulous. It is clear skies. It's beautiful out there tonight, actually. And it's been that way for a couple of days. And we even set up a little bed out there, just right out there on the dock, and just watch the UFOs. And we've been using telepathy to bring them, and they come. Me and my wife have seen at least 5 just last night, and then just about every night we catch them. So it's a lot of fun. And
is it like a Stephen Greer kind of thing?
Sort of. It's actually it is along that line, but it's really easy to do. Anybody can do it. I just tell people, really what you do is you just go out there and you just close your eyes. And I even had somebody tell me how to do this, and it really works. You just kind of close your eyes and you just kind of project your thoughts and just say, hey, I know you're out there. I'd like to be able to see you. Can you show yourselves? We're friendly. And then just introduce yourself. My name is Les. I've got my wife, Claudette. We're out here watching for y'all, and would like to see it come by. And I swear to you, we find them just about every night. And it's just that simple, very simple. And I'll be showing you some videos and kind of give you an idea as far as how it's done. But that's really the easiest way to do it. Just simple. Anybody can do it, and that's something that I tell people. And you were telling me about even with the Bigfoot too. They all go together, Bigfoots and the UFOs and all of that. They do go together, which is
the telepathy and the very intention based,
right?
Kind of things.
Yeah,
I sit and practice when I do these shows. I'm like, Bigfoot, if you're out there, I'm not going to shoot you. Don't listen to those deer you've known.
Right, exactly. Yeah. No. I've never actually seen one. I've smelled one. I've seen their tree structures. And I know that I know definitely they're out there. I've got a Bigfoot tree in my mom's backyard, actually. So I can even show you some of that stuff too. I've got Bigfoot pictures from here, from Arkansas that I took, and then of course a bunch of UFO stuff, and then I'm also a ghost hunter too, and I do live investigations. I got all my stuff out here set up and ready to go, and I got my REM pod over here too. Actually, it's back over here. I got my REM pod ready to go with a new battery in it, which is good.
What's going on, Holly? How's it going?
Hey Holly, good to see you.
Which REM pod do you have? The one from the ghost stuff?
Ghost Top. Yeah, it is a REM pod EMT, and then we'll just kind of turn that on too. And
the technology that's actually being developed for ghost hunting is fascinating because it's actually based on logic.
Yeah. And it's that an EMF. let me turn this back on here. And it also has a kind of a really cool setting on it too. Kind of there we go. And then the rest of the stuff I can kind of tell you about. Over here is a necrometer, which works really cool. This over here is my spirit music box on this side. And then back here in the back, I've got my spirit talkers. And my spirit talkers, a lot of people give me flack on those sometimes, but when they start to see them work, they change their minds. And I've got 3 of those set up tonight too. So
what's the one everybody wants? The obulus?
The obulus, yeah, that one too. They pretty much do the same things. And then I don't know if you had seen my YouTube video with Florence. That's my wife's grandmother. She shows up a lot. And
I saw the title, but I didn't open it.
Yeah. That right there is probably one of my favorite videos because it shows people exactly about how these spirit talkers work and how often they work and just I just heard that.
Yeah, I heard it beep.
Yeah, just kind of go beep a little bit. All right, that's good. That's what we like. So it's gonna, Florence. Yeah, it could very well could be Florence. Yeah, so so whatever you want to talk about first, you let me know because it's it could be filled either way.
Well, you never know how these will go, and I really like that aspect of podcasting. It's because it's old country store style,
right?
But I guess you say your wife's grandmother comes along. I mean, that's easy to prove if it's her or not.
Yes. Oh, definitely. We have a picture of her too. And she's just really cool. Let's see.
She'd be like, "Tell me something that you know," and sure enough,
yes,
you can't make it up. That's the kind of stuff I'm in for.
Yeah. So this one is what we call We Love Grandma Florence, and let me show you this here. And this is also on my YouTube channel, which is just Objects and Orbs. And there we go. We Love Grandma Florence. Okay. So
I don't know if you can share or not on mine. You may have to send the link to me. It works different every time, and I haven't paid for the service yet. So
that's okay.
So we love Grandma Florence.
There we go. Yeah. And if you want, I'll let you know what I'll do. I'll let you look it up on there if you want to do that. That'd be easier.
Yeah, it's called Orbs.
Yeah, it's called We Love Grandma Florence, and I think you're gonna really like that.
We can find you here as we go into the. Oh, there it is. Yeah, you got the YouTube link that looks like a minion a little bit.
Yes.
Oh, it's the first one.
Yeah.
All right, let me share it here.
All right, go ahead.
Collaboration, Grandma Florence.
Yes.
Making noise. It's like we're in a lecture class. Oh, there we go.
Florence. I guess what the name we got again. Florence. Florence. This is before my wife kind of knew that it was her grandma.
Oh, okay.
It was my grandma Florence. I never called my grandma Nana. I just always called her grandma. Florence. Hi, Florence. Grandma, I love my grandma.
Okay, it flipped me out a little bit because it's shifted in my headphones.
Yeah.
I'm like, somebody was behind me. Okay, sorry.
It's stereo.
Oh, yeah. So tell everybody who Florence is.
That's my grandma.
Love it.
I never called Nana.
Objects and Orbs.
Victor.
Victor is her grandfather.
That is
Florence.
Florence. Yeah. Florence. Yeah. Victor and Florence. Right on. Florence. That's my wife's grandmother. Right on.
Oh.
Ooh, yeah.
Nice.
Ta-da. The possibility of some of the resident ghosts that we have. One is my wife's grandmother, Florence. She's hello. If you just joined us, Florence just she is my wife Claudette's grandmother, and she comes and visits quite often.
And if you're just joining us, we're doing a collaboration of watching some Spirit Box here. I don't want everybody to freak out seeing the same guy on here twice, but
Yeah.
He got his REM pod and his Spirit Box talking, and it's really quality stuff.
Thank you. I did an investigation where I needed to do the
Florence.
Yay! Yay! Love it. Love it. That's a bingo. Woohoo!
That's a bingo.
Interesting. Yes.
That is pretty crazy.
Oh, Florence. Hey, Florence. That's
That lady looks familiar. Who is that lady?
yeah, that's Marty.
Marty Alley?
Marty Anonybus.
Oh, okay. Martin Alley's a dude. Never mind.
That's Claudette's grandmother, Florence. Woohoo! That's a bingo. Hey, all right. I gotta tell my wife, hey, baby, Florence is here.
Florence is back.
Florence showed up. Of course she did. Yes, we love her. Oh, hey, can you bring me the picture real quick?
She likes my show.
She bringing a picture of her?
Yeah.
Oh, we'll take up there.
Yeah.
Florence likes my show.
Yes. Oh,
Florence is a subscriber.
ta-da. Yeah. Oh, we love Florence. Florence is the bomb. I mean, she is. We love her. We love her.
Your face.
This is Florence.
Aw, so beautiful.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So she shows up all the time on these different spirit talkers. And yeah, so she's just really cool. She's just a really cool lady. I even showed Claudette's mom too, and her mom liked it too. She said, you know, Grandma never liked that name Florence. And we're like, yeah, we know. But anyway, so that's kind of an introduction to kind of the stuff that I do is I just kind of provide the evidence and just go from there really. And I don't go into any conspiracies or anything like that or none of that junk. I just like to just provide the information. And I know you were talking about my MUFON stuff. I also have kind of going back and forth between the ghosting and the UFOs. I've got my MUFON stuff, and then I actually joined MUFON for a little bit too. So I've got my MUFON field investigator book, so I do that too. And but I no longer work for MUFON because of my ADHD. So anyway,
I was just about to ask how do you get on with MUFON, but I have it too. So
yeah, actually, no, it's very easy. All you have to do is just go to MUFON.com and then go to a field investigator training, and then when you pass, you get this. You'll get a card that, and then what they'll do is they will also start to give you cases. And the book is $120 for a hard copy, and it is you have a year to pass the class, and it's open book, and it's you have 3 times to try passing. Wow. And I passed it in like 3 weeks. So
what are the cases like? I mean, I know what they're like, but like, what do you have to do?
Yeah. So what you do is you go in and you figure out exactly where it's located, if there was any planes, if there was any asteroids, any of that stuff. Hold on, let me see. Hold on, I'll grab something here for you real quick.
All right. I just wonder if it'd be something that I'd have time to even do if I did do it.
Yeah, actually you do. I was gonna grab that, but it's not a big deal. It's just my my MUFON books, just this big old book here. And I already showed you the thing. Yeah, so let's just say if there's a cattle mutilation, hey, guess what? You're going out there on that cattle mutilation too. It'll be, it'll be from just emailing people to actually going out and going to the cases. Now, my first interaction with them, I actually had somebody come to my house in Arkansas and look at my evidence. That he came out directly to my house and spent a good couple hours there. My first video was a MUFON unknown. And And then the latest thing that I'm doing, or even actually promoting, is I'm going to be in a documentary called Encounters with Bill Howard. And that's in regards to a triangle UFO that I saw. And that is actually coming out here pretty soon. I can kind of give you a little bit of an idea about it too. So I'm going to be doing that as well. So got a little bit of everything going on. If you like, I can show you. Yeah. If you like, I can show you some of my latest stuff. I can show you, you know, kind of what's going on.
Yeah. If you got pictures, just message me.
Oh, I got videos. I got videos.
Yeah.
We can show them here right now.
On your YouTube right now anyway.
So let me I'm gonna pull up one. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna pull up one of my best ones first. We'll talk about that, and then what we'll do is we'll put all of our evidence together in a little folder.
Hey, the triangle is wild, by the way.
Oh, well, thank you. If you like the triangle, you're going to like this other thing that I'm going to show you here. Let me just pull this up. And I use mostly all free software. Let me pull this up here right there. And okay. I'm going to present my screen here with you real quick so you can see. And I'm actually going to show you this one that is over McKaysville, Georgia. And let's do this right here. I call this the golden UFO here, the golden object. All right. And here we go.
Is it going to let you share? I've never had a guest try to share before.
Oh yeah. Hold on just a second. Okay, here we go. All right, present and okay. Wow.
Definitely hear it. Oh, there we go.
Okay.
Boom.
Okay. So let me put this up down here.
No.
There we go. There we go. Okay. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this actually even easier. I'm going to share the actual bitmap exports. Here we go. So each frame is actually a picture. Okay. So let me share this with you here. Sorry about that. And okay. All right.
Experiment. I didn't know I could do this on this yet. I haven't tried it.
There you go.
I think you may be the most technologically advanced guest I've ever had.
Oh, well, thank you. Okay. Here we go. Yeah. Now, when you see this, you're going to be like, holy crap. Okay. The thing I like about this is we can zoom in on every frame. Okay, so if you see something that you like, okay, all right, there we go. Okay, see how it's moving?
Was I looking at the ring thing or the thing in the middle here?
Yes. Okay, so you're going to see both.
Okay,
look at this. Look at that, and then this right down here. And see, I had somebody tell me that they thought it was a Chinese lantern. Okay, well, as you know, they're probably not going to be lighting any Chinese lanterns up here in the mountains. Okay,
depends on what time of year it is.
Yeah,
maybe 4th of July, but that's about it.
Yeah, here
it could be.
Oh,
fun fact: the first time I thought I saw a UFO was a Chinese lantern, I was flipping out.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, it was. But it was wild.
Okay. So here we go. Now, I'm going to move this around here just a little bit. There we go. Okay. And here in just a sec, you'll even be able to see the lights of it turn on. Right about there. There you go.
At the bottom.
Yeah. Just like that. Now, okay. If you look, let's take a look at really close here. If you look really close, it almost looks like there's an occupant in here. Right up in there. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to adjust the colors. And
The way to tell if it was a Chinese lantern is if the bottom part crept up on it, but that'd be about it.
yeah,
The bottom light crept up and disappeared, but
there we go. Let's apply that right there. Oops. No, I don't want to do that.
now it looks like Among Us.
Yeah. All right. Let me see. I mean, the cool thing about this is I'm using a program called IR Fan View, and with IR Fan View, what you can do is you can go in and you can pause on each one. You can zoom in, do whichever, and I'm going to let's just kind of change these a little.
Mr. Duffy says it looks like a giant flying Miller High Life can.
Yeah.
It's the champagne of beers.
Yeah, that's right. Okay.
Good for you.
Convert to grayscale. Okay, there we go. Okay.
There you go.
That helps a little bit. And if you look in here, you can almost see that there's a little face. Okay. Now let's put this on the back burner for a little bit, because it's kind of sensational if you think about it, right? It's you know, it's kind of like, well, kind of hard to believe. Okay. So what I'm going to do is let's pull that down there, and we're going to actually watch some video too. I'm going to show you the very first one, which is actually my first MUFON unknown. Okay.
You said the MUFON checked out your stuff and said it wasn't Air Force.
Correct. Yeah. All right. So, and you can actually, yeah, and you can see this right here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. Okay. So this is my very first video. And let me show you actually how I got the video first before I share it. Let me do this. Okay.
Cool.
So I have just this little stand right here. And the way that I do my videos when I first started is I just put a cell phone up here like this and aimed it up to the sky. Okay. Now I wasn't looking for UFOs when I first did this. I was actually coming back from a haunted house, and they I figured, well, what the heck, if I could get orbs, then I could, you know, maybe try to find something else, you know, get some really cool cloud pictures and stuff like that. So what I did was I hooked it up there, and then this video that you are going to see is the actual video that I used. This is my very first MUFON unknown, and you can actually see this too on my YouTube channel. So if you look up UFO seen over Searcy, Arkansas. Okay, so now that we've got this is going to be a reference shot. So that's me looking down at the video. Okay, here's the screen, or here's the sun. Okay, and then here is the lens flare up here. Okay, now the rest of the video is going to be like this. So anything that you see will be, you know, we'll be looking just straight up. So let's come over here. I'm going to show you a bird reference, and then there's the bird reference right there. Okay, there's the bird. Okay, so you can see how high the bird is, where my face was. Okay, now let's get to the point of the video. We'll go over here. Now in Searcy, it's about 35 miles, 40 miles from Little Rock Air Force Base. This is the Air Force C-130. It's flying over. And
I was gonna say that's not commercial.
No, that would these would fly over in formation. And if you look down here, there's already a little something down there. But let's kind of move this, and I'm gonna make it go. I'm gonna let it play, and you tell me if you see an object.
Yeah, let's look here.
And it just passed.
I saw a flash for sure.
Oh, you did. All right, that's good. Very good.
I don't know if it's because I was already looking there or not, but I definitely did see it.
No, that's all right. I use a program called SM Player, and it's free. If you just go to smplayer.info, okay, you can do one frame at a time. Here is this. Now remember this. Remember the flares over here, so we're not worried about that. Okay.
Sun dog.
Yeah, and right about here. There it is. Go. Okay.
And this is like your galaxy. Your
Yeah, this is an well, actually I lied. This is a Motorola. Yeah, but my Galaxy, my S7s work very well too, and my iPhone 5 works good too that they let me have. Okay, so now this is from 2021, but I've watched it many times before, so I've noticed some stuff as the plane. Yep, as the plane is going across, a little something joins in up here. Okay, let me show you this right there. Now remember the lens flare is still over here, so it's not like anything's moving. So there's that, that right there, that, and that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a print screen. Okay, now let's go back. I'm going to use the IR fan view again. I'm going to hit paste, edit, paste.
I feel like I should be paying for this right now. This is the most interesting shit.
Oh, well, thank you. Okay. Now, let's zoom in on it. Let's see what it looks like, because this is how we do it. Now, anything, if I do go a little fast, let me know, because I want to teach people, remember, I teach people how to do this as well. That sure does look like a triangle, don't it? Right about there, yeah.
Is it possible that maybe a lens flare off the plane, like reflecting?
Well, see, that's what a lot of people have thought. So let's take a look. So here's what I'm going to do.
Occam's razor.
Yeah. Yes. No, it's good. It's good to be questioning like that. So what I'm going to do is use this. Let's do metallic ice. I think that's it. Hit OK.
Metallic ice.
Yeah. Okay. And see how that lights it up a little bit more.
Was this the MUFON unknown here? This video?
Yes. Yeah. Let's go back.
Then stump MUFON.
Yeah. There you go. So there's that. Now we're going to go back, and now that we know that there's like a form to that, let's go back and look at the video. Okay. So see how this one stays over here, right? Like that. And then over here, see how fast that is. And if you look really close, let's take a look at that. We're going to zoom in. Now on SM Player, I'm using the letter E to zoom in. Oh, and actually, it's the only problem with this sometimes is it zooms
all the way in.
Yeah, it just zooms all the way. There we go. Okay. So there we go.
Man, I wish my co-host would have been. I wish Wild Trees would have been here. He would have loved this. He takes flight simulators and goes to witness these areas, and he'll do like a flyover.
Now see how that has even a little bit of form to it, and then it just moves on like that. Okay. Oh, look. There's another little flame flying it, or following it. Okay. We're going to put this one away. Let's just put this video away for a moment, okay? I'm going to show you my next MUFON unknown, which is at my mom's house. Now, I tell people, put all your evidence together. Okay? Put all your evidence together, and then make a decision after you've done that to say, well, if that one is probably a UFO, then the next thing that I get will probably be that way as well. All right, so now I'm going to show you this one that was at my mom's house, and this is this object. The videos that I'm showing you are all the original raw footage. So here we go. Let's pull this up right there. Okay.
There we go.
Good thing I like about this is that it keeps your bookmarks. Now, when I'm watching these, I just kind of look and say, oh, well, what was that? Or, I just saw a little blip or a little, kind of thing. I don't sit here and watch the whole 45 minutes of these videos. There's just no way.
You got a really cool sundog there.
Yeah, definitely. I love some of the stuff that I get out here. I mean, it's amazing. So my mom just lives literally about 5 miles from me. Okay. So here is where it's at. And let me zoom in just a little bit so we can watch it in flight. Okay, there we go. Just like that. Just like that. Okay, now let's zoom in just a little bit more. Okay. And if you can't see it very well, I'll show you another way to do it. Okay.
Wait, so was anything in the area when this came along, when this one was done, or is it just by itself?
Nope, this was just by itself. Actually, there was another little one that flies over.
I meant like Air Force wise, or vessel wise.
No.
Wow, so that's like the same thing, the same little 3 dots.
Yeah. Let me okay. Let me show you this here. Now I'm gonna change the equalizer on here. Let's bring it so we can kind of see it a little bit. Let's bring down the gamma just a little bit. There we go. Oh, that makes it a little bit easier to look at. Okay.
Looks like a night.
Yeah.
Full moon.
There we go. Okay. There we go. That makes it look a lot better. Okay. Now I'm going to use the period sign and to bring that around just like that. Let's go back again.
Was there an object in a cloud?
Yes. There's some too. Now this right here, that right there is a bug.
That's a bird. That's a bird or something.
Yeah.
Never mind. I saw that low shit.
Yeah.
Got a mothership.
But like, look at that. See, there's another right there. Okay. All right. So that
really had something there.
Yeah. No, actually, if you watch, let me bring this back again. You're going to see another one actually go faster than it. So here goes.
That's real fast. Like a blip.
Yeah. I mean, it's extremely fast. Okay. All right. So there's that one. Now let me show you this one for just the other night. Okay.
Roger was asking, wasn't there a UFO sighting before a Taylor Swift concert the other night? It wouldn't shock me.
Oh, really? Okay. Wow. Yeah. That's awesome.
They're seeing them every damn where now. Why not in front of Taylor Swift?
Yeah.
The Eras tour.
So this one,
UFO said it's me. Huh?
Yeah. Okay, this is from the 17th. So just a few days ago, actually.
Cool.
I'm still following it. I'm still following it. And you can hear my wife in there too. There you go. I see it. It's moving. Right here. I got it.
A little bit farther.
Yeah.
Wow. So these are all like the same shape, morning or night, or day or night.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I'm still following it.
Yeah.
I'm still following it.
No rhyme or reason.
Yeah, it's just they look like little golf balls going across the sky. It looks like it's Okay, now I'm going to show you another one. Okay, hold on. Let me show you another one here. So this is just very common. It's like every night. So like even tonight, it's pretty clear out there. I bet we could probably go out there and see if you. Okay, here is this is one that this quick object. Yeah. Okay, there you go.
There's another one.
There's another huge one.
A huge one. A big bright one.
Wow, what is that?
What is that?
Right there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I'm gonna zoom in.
Now, is this all after the
What
do you call them? The session, the telepathy session?
Wow. Yes. Another one we just asked for it too. Yeah, see, we just asked for it too.
Okay.
Yep.
The C5E. That's what.
Another one.
Yeah. Let me see. There was this one, multiple over McKaysville. Here we go. I think there's a couple of blinkies out there.
Yeah. That one in the distance just sitting.
Okay. Let me see if I can try to make this a little bit brighter so you can see it just a little bit better. So I'm gonna go to video equalizer and then bring up the gamma on that just a little bit and close. Okay, oop, that might be just a little too much. Let me see here. Oh, there we go. That almost looks like the triangle in a way. But there's another one. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So these are actually the trees out there. A few of them, it seems like. And then there we go. Yeah. That's better. Whoa. There's 1, 2, 3. See how this one's going down there by that other one? 4.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Well, wait till you see this back again.
Yeah. And then as that one was going over,
so there, and then I got another one over here.
There's another one right up here.
See it? That's Toby one? Yep. Yep. Nice.
Oh yeah. Okay, so let me show you the triangle. All right.
Seems to be the big the big fish everybody tries to get now is a triangle one.
Yes. Yeah. So let me get you the triangle. Yeah, that's right. I actually have a few triangles. So the triangle I got when I first got my phone, and I got I didn't really know how to use the phone that much, because it was nearer than the ones that I'd had. But so here we go. Here is the. So what I had to do is I had to export it as frames, as bitmaps, and to be able to show it. So here is this. Okay, UFO. I've got, as you can tell, I've got like tons of them. All these over here, these are all my UFOs. Okay, new phone triangle. There we go. Right here. Okay. And let's go back over here and just like that's not it. Okay, here we go. Okay. All right. Now when you see this, it's going to first start off just kind of little blips. And then if you see one you want me to zoom in on, then I will do that. And then here's this right here. This is the triangle. And
triangle.
Yeah.
Phoenix lights, baby. Here we go.
Right. Bam. Okay. Right here. Okay. See how tight those are? And see how pink those are? Purple and pink. Okay.
Wait, I don't see anything.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me I think
I was almost agreeing with you. And I was like, no,
okay,
wait.
Yeah, let me yeah, I wasn't sure if that same one was sharing or not. Okay, here we go.
You got Stockholm syndrome. Like, yeah, I see them, man. Yeah, they're great.
There we go. Okay. There we go. How about that?
Sure.
Okay.
This guy's crazy.
Yeah. All right. Now.
Yeah, Holly, UFO hotspots. Ohio's like the poor man's New Mexico for UFOs, man.
Right.
You got Rat Pat right down the road.
There you go.
That's crazy. That thing's like flashing a triangle.
Yeah. And then it gets.
You got it on a loop?
No. This actually gets a little weirder down here at the end. So if you look up here, you can see all these bitmaps. These are all the ones. So if there's 60 frames a second. Okay, this is where it gets weird right here. Yeah.
And so you got the program following the things that are in the actual footage.
Mm-hmm. See that? Just right there. Yeah. Yeah. So this is from the movie that I'm going to be in. Actually is going to be on that triangle, and I can give you just a quick little view real quick. Okay, here we go.
Is this the same MUFON Unknown, the triangle?
No, that one is different. Yeah, that's one of my newer ones actually. Let me pull this down here. Okay. Yeah. All right.
Yeah. What is cooking now is asking why do some areas have sightings and others don't. But if you would have joined on time, what is cooking now, he would explain that he was doing a C5E kind of session. So what is it? Close Encounters 5? Yeah.
Yes.
C-
Close Encounters 5.
5 CE? Is it 5C or C5E?
No, it's just CE5. Close Encounters 5.
CE5. Good
Mhm.
God, CE5.
Yeah, and that actually is part of a MUFON rating as well too. Okay, so this is actually a little bit from the movie. I'm going to just show you just a quick little bit for as much as I can share.
Peek.
Yeah, so this is from a movie called Encounters that I'm in. It's by Bill Howard. It's going to be out on Roku here probably within the next couple of weeks. I'm laughing because we see a lot actually up here, and even my wife does too. There's been times where she said, "Hey, have you seen that go by?" It's like, yeah, you know. But the way that I do it is I record with cell phones and I record with cameras, you know, like yours, and just kind of aim them up there and then watch. I'm kind of a city boy, so you know. So this is kind of I'm doing the same thing on here. So when this comes out, you'll be able to
right here, yeah.
So where it was, it's.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like leaving some kind of a tracer. Yeah. Right there too. Yeah.
Bye.
Have you been on any other shows?
I mean, tons.
Not yet.
Yeah.
You look really familiar in that footage just now. I was like, do I know him?
Yeah. I do a lot of podcast. I mean, I do a lot of podcasts.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's Encounters. That'll be coming out here pretty soon. And then
on Roku, you said, the Roku box?
It's gonna be on Roku.
The Roku app.
And it's gonna be on Reveal, I think, too, and Tubi. So now somebody had asked, why do some areas have sightings and others don't? Well, it's just because that we're looking. That's really the only reason. It's I don't think that there is one over another one. Yeah, I mean they look at bases and nuclear plants and that kind of stuff, of course, as well. But you can actually see them anywhere, really. And my point to myself is that, okay, if I go to Lubbock, Texas, where I'm from, am I going to be able to see them there? Well, I took my cell phones there and let me see. Hold on. Let me get one. I'll show you how easy it is to do. How many cell phones would you say you have at your house that you're not using right now?
Yeah, a couple, 3.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
A lot of people have them. So I'm going to show you my really expensive mount that I use.
I got one of these I'm not using. I could use it. You know?
Oh, yeah. See, that's nice right here.
My dream of being a documentarian short filmmaker.
There you go. Right. Okay. Yeah, I would love to have that. Yeah. People. Wendell just said people just don't look up. That's exactly right. Okay. So here you go. I have this really expensive piece of equipment right here. No, it's not. It's actually just a door hinge with Velcro on it.
What? That is, I can tell you're a frugal filmmaker.
Yes, that's what I do. Okay. And then right here. Okay. You just put Velcro on the back of your old Samsung camera. And then here you go. Just got that. And then I use a program called Manual Camera. I also use this for ghost hunting too. There we go. So you can kind of see. All right. Mm-hmm. And I do demonstrate this actually in the video, in the movie. Then what I do is I just put it like this, aim it up to the sky, and hit record. And then I transfer it. And then I get stuff that looks like you saw with the video in Cersei. It just lasts 30, 40 minutes long. And then I'll just kind of zoom through them. And if I see a little blip or something like that, then that's when I will go in further and to see what I can find. Let me see here. What else I got?
Well, fun fact about the gentleman that asked that. He's a personal friend of mine, and he lives up against the same military base that they brought the Nazis to.
Oh, okay.
And
all right.
That happens to be where I work as well. So I'm just curious as to I wonder if he could set just something in his backyard. And he's got trees and stuff, but it's open.
Yeah.
There's got to be stuff out there.
Yeah, I've taught people, actually a few different people. There was a guy by the name of Mark Fiorentino down in Florida. I helped him set up his little GoPro camera outside, and he didn't have time to actually look the video, so he sent him to me and let me look at him. And I get that happening a lot. A lot of people just will send them out to me, and I'll be able to view them that way. And so yeah, that's a lot of fun. I had my cousin send me one from Mesa Verde National Park, and
oh really?
Yeah, and it looked like Starlink, but I just don't know, because we saw Starlink and it was just not quite the same.
It's either Starlink or it isn't.
Yeah, exactly. And the thing I like about it was just his candidness. Whenever you see a non-believer turn into a believer, that makes a big difference. Oh, let me show you this. I was making a video on how to do the telepathy, and one was waiting for me. One showed up, and I can show you that right here. Let's see. Okay. Reference video. Yeah, here we go. All right. Let's see. Reference video with craft. 80523. All right. Let's see. And 805. Okay. August 805. August. But if anybody wants to kind of learn how to do this, it's very, very easy. And there we go. Reference video with object. Okay. There we go.
And I'm going to step back so you can kind of see. And about 5 miles from North Carolina, what they call the tri-state area. I wanted to give you an idea of where I live so you can see.
That's me talking, of course.
So I don't think you're sharing.
Yeah. Let me do this so you can actually see it. Sorry about that.
All right. Okay. That's all right.
All right.
My view from the top of the mountain.
Okay, so I'm going to kind of give you an idea of the view, and let me come over here and do that.
I'm going to go to
object going into the sun, of course.
And I'm going to step back.
Always.
Okay. Yes. All right. Now this one, I just kind of was kind of zooming along, and oh look, I can actually see the two up there already. There we go. Hey, look at that.
That lens flare is very dependable.
Yeah, these guys were waiting on me. Woo, look at that. Yeah. Just like that. Yeah. Just like that. Woohoo. All right. Yeah. And then I actually did a night vision color shot that they showed up in. And see, here's another thing you can do. You can kind of watch the birds, and there's a bug right there too. And it's
tic tac.
Yeah. Yeah. But so then that way you have a little bit of a reference, but down here is where I kind of tell people about how to do it.
Everyday life and everyday thoughts.
Oh, sorry.
Just kind of focus your thoughts outward, and you don't have to say anything. Just say, but I'm going to tell you what I'm saying. Hey, my name is Les Durrant, and I know you're real, and I'd like to see you, and we're friendly, and I appreciate you showing yourself. And then I open my eyes.
Sorry about that. Yeah.
Literally.
So
in about a minute.
That's how to do it.
I'll see something, or my wife will see something, and she'll say, "Hey, look."
But we see it like all the time, and it's just crazy. Yeah. And Wendell was saying something about seeing due to a lot of city lights, and that's kind of sad. But there's a lot of light pollution. There should be a place where you could go and be able to watch. But even in the shadow of the dark, I mean, I think that you could still see them if you ask for them to show up, if that makes sense.
I think if they wanted to show themselves, they could.
Yeah.
It's not going to be.
I mean, how is it that I see 5 a night? I mean, it's just it's crazy, but we do, and we even invite people to come up here. Hey, come on up and UFO watch with us, and just hang out, just enjoy life, and that's really I, what is Cookie now said, not gonna lie, but kind of scared to ask. No, I wouldn't worry about that. Just it's one of those things where if you're kind of afraid or just don't understand, then I tell people just to ask in your head about it. Hey, I'm unsure of this. Is this something that I should do? And it's actually a really calming feeling when you see them. It's awe-inspiring. But you have to just like with the ghost, and I'm sure that even with Bigfoot too, if you're going out there and you're in the woods, you have to go out there with a strong disposition. Does that sound right?
Yeah, the intention-based intention.
Mhm.
Which you're not going to be like if you're scared, they're going to know you're scared. They're probably not going to do anything.
Right. And
That's
that's the
one of
way
the
it
things
is.
I always heard.
That's the way it is with ghosts as well too. If you're scared, then they know. Now, what do I think of Stephen Greer's CE5 method? I like it. I think it's just another way to be able to communicate, because when the subcommittee was talking about the UFOs and what are we going to do about them, and we need your help and all of that, the next thing is communication. What are we going to do if we know they're here? What are we going to do next? Is communicate with them. When did you hear that go? Is there anybody here?
I heard that too.
Yeah. Is there anybody here who can make that go off again? Thank you. Can you make it beat? And just wait till we get into some ghosting here. Yeah. So the UFO subject is really big right now. I even went down to the local news and to the newspaper. I'm going to try to say, hey guys, I talked to you a couple of years ago and you didn't believe me, but now things have changed.
Let me ask you this: since
Yes.
you're kind of inviting them to
Yes.
show them, have you ever had any issues of a possible loss of time during the night or anything, like a possible abduction?
No, I've had like weird little headaches and kind of stuff like that, and I can kind of tell when they're here. It's kind of an electric feeling in the air, kind of an excitement kind of a feeling. It doesn't feel bad. It doesn't feel ominous. It actually feels pleasant and inviting. So, I mean, when we see them, we're just so very excited. We're like, oh my gosh, like there's one. And then if you listen to my wife's commentary on there, she's like, there's another one. And they just keep coming just that fast. And it's just a matter of looking at them with some wonder, just having a little bit of wonder in your mind and say, hey, I want to learn more about you. Looking at some of the comments here too, especially Holly was saying she lives near Akron Airport. So, if they see something there, they love planes. The objects love planes. They love planes, and they also love contrails as well. And they're always out there in those. And so like if we see a plane, here's another thing that you need is Flight 24. If you're going to be UFOing, just go get online and download Flight 24. Whoop. Let's see. There we go. So you can kind of see
it shows like all the flights ever.
All the flights, right. And the flights here, they go up on the right of me. They come from Atlanta. So they kind of go around me like this. So the ones that are from Atlanta, that are going to New York, they're off on that way. And they're also 30,000 feet, where that triangle that you saw, no, that wasn't no 30,000 feet up. There's just no way. And with Atlanta being 100 miles away, if that plane was that low, then it would be in distress. And
that'd be scary.
So, yeah. But yeah, so I mean, we see these things a lot, and let me see. I've
The
got
Charlotte flight path is kind of in your area too.
it is, yes, and it flies very close to the border. As far as now, I live about 5 miles from North Carolina and 5 miles from Tennessee. So I can
when we flew out of Charlotte to Huntsville, like we came right over where you are.
Yeah. Yep. Definitely.
Right over Lookout Mountain and northern I-75 there.
Yeah. Yeah. We're really not too far away. I'm going to show you a breakdown of where this is. Okay. Here we go. Let's see if this is the one. Yeah. Morganton, McKaysville. Okay, let's see if that's a little bit further out. Okay, yeah, here we go. Let me share this with you here. Okay, like right there, share. Okay, so this is McKaysville area. This line right up here. This is North Carolina is right over here. Tennessee's right here, and then I'm right down in here. And okay. One sec. And let me I always like to have my reference shots handy as well too. Oh, right, here we go. This is also all right, and you can see this, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, all right.
I'm in a class.
Yeah, all right. So now right here, if I'm standing on the dot, this means I'm facing away from my house. So the south is right here, west is that way, east is that way. So I'm standing right about here facing that way. Now, last night we had about 3 objects that were coming from the southwest and going northeast, which is a little bit different because usually it's northwest that are coming over this way. And you can see I'm 1,965 feet up. Now, if we go back to that video from McKaysville, the one that looked like the Chinese lantern, then things start to look a little bit different. Because when you see how far I am away from town, and even in the mountains, in fact, actually, I'll show you the road to get to my house. Actually, you can see this, right?
Yeah, I can see it.
The road. Okay, this is the road to get to my house. So people don't just come up and drive around the house.
No, you're not on the main thoroughfare.
No. You gotta. We're way up there, so with all of the mountains and the trees around here, there's just no way that even if it was like a Chinese lantern, there would be no way we'd even be able to see it from here. Because I live so far away. But yeah, I've been doing this now for 2 years. I love it. It's one of the things that anybody can do. It's fun. Let me stop sharing that right there.
Why did you start doing the UFO thing from the ghost hunting?
I started doing it back in 2021, and I started getting orbs and all of that, and I said, you know what? I prayed about it. I prayed and I said, hey, I want to be able to see more than I'm seeing right now. And sure enough, that's when I saw these things, and it's just really incredible. Do you want to see some of my Bigfoot stuff?
Oh yeah, please.
Okay, yeah, I know, because I know you're a Bigfoot guy. So let me show you some of my Bigfoot stuff.
Big fan of Bigfoot.
Yes. I've got a lot of Bigfoot stuff that got a lot of Bigfoot witnesses in the chat. Yeah. Here is let's see, Bigfoot pics. Okay, here we go. All right. Okay. It's weird how the UFO and the ghost hunters all see Bigfoot too, like the tides. They do actually. They all right. Do. Okay. Yeah. And during the pandemic, that's when we kind of put 2 and 2 together as far as the Bigfoot and the UFO stuff. All right, let me share this with you right here. This is what I call the Bigfoot tree at my mom's house. Okay.
Bigfoot tree.
Yeah. See
Oh,
how it's
okay.
laid out in between all there, there, and there. Okay.
I didn't know what you meant by Bigfoot tree. I was just going to hang on for the ride.
Yeah, no, okay. So think about what it would take to get that wood laid down there. And if you can tell, it also looks like some of the bark is taken off. Okay. See how it's broke off and there's no stump? So who would lay that out there in the middle of a forest in somebody's backyard just to do that? Okay. This is my mom's backyard over here. This is the tree that's laid in between the other trees. Yeah. Just like that.
When I first got into it, people would send these pictures, and I'd be like, they can fall, because I was on the forestry team back in FFA.
Mm-hmm.
But then they started sending me other stuff, like I'm upside down with them stabbed in the ground, and so I kind of think there's something to the tree structures now.
Yeah. I've got
It could have failed, but you never know.
Right, and if you think about it, when they're broke off at the top like this, you would have to hold it like a pencil and break it off at the top, right? Does that make sense?
Yeah. You never know with those kind of things.
Right.
It's dead. That could be that tree there.
Yeah. And let me see.
It'd be the perfect fall, though.
Yeah. Let me see if I can find some more.
Is that a pine tree there, the dead one that's standing up?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Cryptid. Oh yeah. Now I've got one from Arkansas. Actually, I'm going to show you this.
Sport catch drinking and commenting. I don't even think this is English. Tree L. A tree is common.
Yeah.
English.
Yes.
You speak
all
it.
Right. Okay. Bigfoot trees. Here we go.
English.
Oh, yes. This is the one from Arkansas. I'm going to have you look at this one. You tell me if you think this looks squatchy or not. Hold on here. This is actually from an exit off of the freeway. And here we go. Now it's a little blurry, but you'll be able to get the point from it. All right. And it's right here. Boom. All right. Think about that one. Think how you could break it off like that. How would that break? Like
maybe a tornado. What about it?
Yeah, but I was there for that. But yeah, see, and then okay, what about these others that are down here? And then that one just cracked off.
Did you see it standing up and the next day it was down?
Yeah.
Something like that.
It's out in the middle of it's in the middle of an exit going like this. Whenever you get on the freeway like this and then you take the exit to get off. Yeah, it's just right there in the middle of that. And then there's a bridge going across the other side. Yeah. Now, that's not all. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Now, does that look squatchy?
Oh, the cross?
Yeah.
And you got that one bent in the back there, too.
Yeah. This is okay. Here's another one of those broke trees.
Oh, there you go.
Okay, now here's a tree. Now check this out. This is in Arkansas. This guy in Arkansas, his name is Ken King. He sees Bigfoot like I see UFOs. Okay, so this piece of this tree is laying up here in the middle of this other one. Now, granted, yeah, I mean, it could be, that could fall there naturally. But the ones that look like that, see, I just don't know.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, and it's just like falling right off. Now let me show you the one with the snow. There's actually Bigfoot prints too. It's Judsonia, Judso. Here we go, Judsonia, Arkansas. Okay, this happened after a big snowstorm, and saw this. Okay, here we go. Present, share screen, and that right there. Boom. What do you think about this? He's
Ooh,
right there.
footprints.
Yeah. Now this is me coming out here to look at them and then walking back. But see how they're all in that straight line? Right there.
Yeah.
Boom. Okay. Now this right here is another little something a little bit different. I've had somebody said, oh, well, this looks like a jackrabbit. All right. Now I've shown this to hunters from Tennessee, Georgia, Texas, and North Carolina. So let's take a look. Okay, we're going to zoom in. Oh, nope, don't want to do that. Okay, we're going to zoom in just a little bit.
Why I'm leaning in like I can't look at it.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me.
I was leaning in like this.
Oh, okay. All right. Let me share this with you one more time. Here we go. Okay. If something was to jump off the tree, it would jump at an angle, you would think, right? Kind of down like that. And then this over here would be, not touched. But this big foot comes out of this little hole. And then you start to see these. Look at that. Look at those claws. So how does it get bigger? It starts small and then it gets bigger. Now over here, look at the side. See how there's step, claw, 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 step, claw, 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 step.
That's interesting. No matter what it is.
Yeah. That's the answer I like. I like that kind of answer. Don't know what it is.
The first thing I got from the second one was like maybe a deer, just from the two claw marks. But I've seen deer tracks in the snow when they, not deep snow, but
right. Yeah. And
but
so
they're usually separated more too. They're not right next to each other.
Right. Yeah. Because if you think about it, how close are they there? I mean, really.
And
then,
a deer track is not. It's just like a horse hoof almost. It's not next to each other like that.
Yeah, and then it comes right out that little hole. That's the thing that really kind of gets me.
Yeah.
Is that right there, that little thing. Yeah. So it's.
I wish I could see the other row before.
Which one?
Like the row on the other side of that tree.
Oh yeah.
I wish I could see that better.
Yeah, let me pull that up for you. Let me zoom out. Okay, let me go there.
Because my first instinct here is that it is a deer,
but
I don't know why all of a sudden on the other side he's only got 1 foot.
Yeah, and then it separates over here.
Yeah,
it kind of goes that way, but back.
Unless there's more than one deer walking each other's tracks, but deer tracks are farther apart.
But would a deer have scary looking hooves like that?
I mean, they have the two. They have the two, but
they do. Okay, all right. Because now you got to remember, I'm a city boy, so you got. I mean, and I know you've probably seen a lot more deer than I have. So
yeah, that's the first thing I saw was the two hoofs. But I don't know why they're so far apart on that one. That's getting me. It almost looks like it got shot and it's limping on that one side.
Right there, right. So
yeah, it's like it's holding its leg up like it's hurt, but I don't know why.
Now you would think that it would. Either way, regardless, it would still have to come around the tree.
Yeah, like where's the tree? How did it get through the tree?
Through the tree, right? Through the tree. Yeah. That's the thing that gets me on that picture is that it's that it does that.
I would have had to follow that. Like, what in the world?
Right. Yeah. Yeah. And it was a really bad snow that year. It was a few years ago. We got like 9 inches of snow.
Where was that?
It was in Judsonia, Arkansas, near Searcy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, say you live in the same latitudinal line as I do. Where the hell did you find snow?
Yeah. No, we got a whole bunch of snow. That was in 2019. We got like 9 inches that year. It was horrible. And we kept getting stuck. And my wife is a caregiver, and the person that she was watching had passed away while we were there in that snowstorm because we couldn't get out. That's how bad it was. But yeah, so I get UFOs, not a whole lot of Bigfoot stuff, but where I'm at, I live right in the middle of the forest here. So
yeah, I was going to say,
get a
Where you
lot
live?
of tree structures. Yeah, a lot of tree structures up here. Also, the Bigfoot Museum is in Blue Ridge, and it's a expedition Bigfoot Bigfoot Museum. It's amazing. It's well worth it to go to as well. But yeah, it's just a fun thing to do, really. Is
Have you ever considered using your CE5 tactics on Bigfoot? I mean, you're out there in the woods.
No, but we actually did some tree knocks was it last night or no? I think it was the night before we did some tree knocks. But yeah, that's actually a good idea to maybe try the CE5 and just say, hey, we would like to be able to see Sasquatch or
Like, how far are you away from your nearest neighbor?
Quarter mile maybe.
Okay, so you got some woods in between you.
Yeah, we've got a lot of woods in between us actually. Yeah, it's a mile actually to walk down the hill to get down to the main road, which is hard scrabble road, and then then you still have to drive a ways to get into town.
Okay.
But we're just
I was just thinking, like, what if you did that, and how what's the landscape would be conducive to them coming out and give you something like a wood knock, you know?
Oh yeah.
Whoop, whoop.
Yeah, we are surrounded. We're surrounded by forest up here, and it's it's a lot of fun. I mean, we see all kinds of stuff, and the thing that I tell people is that it's a good way to get some exercise, a good way to get some fresh air, a good way just to know what's in your surroundings. I ask is that if you could at least look at the sky for a minute a day, just 1 minute, 30 seconds, just look up there. And, I go to work really early. I go to work I work in radio and I have to be at work. I have to be on the air at 6. So I leave at like 5:45 or so, not 5:45, 5:15 actually. But I'll go out there and just kind of just listen. And, you know, as well as I do, when it's out in the forest, it's pretty quiet, and you just look up at the sky and say, hey, can you fly by so I can see you? And I've had them at work fly by. I've had them, of course, here, a bunch of them fly by, and they just kind of float along just like that. It's but it's a whole lot of fun. But yeah, so I really enjoy doing this, and it's just can't wait to see what I've got next.
It's pretty interesting. Now, as far as we'll start to wrap it up here pretty soon, but as far as your ghost hunting experience goes, do you have like a home base haunted place that you go to? I always love to hear about those.
Oh yeah. So we go to a place. It's the Chastain House, and it's in Morganton, and it was built in the 1800s, and they used it for an orphanage actually, and they had these kids there that died, and they even made them use their blood to stain the wood.
Really?
Yeah, of this place, and there's a lot of evil that was in that house, and also there's another there is a cemetery around there called Tilly Bend Cemetery, and there was a witch who was buried there, and they're always getting a lot of activity up there. Now, if you like, we can turn on the spirit talkers and see what happens. If you want to get a little,
let's give that a couple of minutes, see what happens.
Okay, all right.
Maybe Flowtown will come back.
Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'll tell you about it first before I do it. So then that way you'll kind of know what I've got here. Okay, so I've got the spirit talker. A lot of people think that these apps are loaded. And the thing I like about Spirit Talker is that you don't have to pay for a dictionary or anything like that. It's a one-time fee. It's like $3 or $4. And what you may hear, here's what you may hear on here. You might hear battle. You may hear settlement. You may hear we fought here, we died here. Because there, about a mile from here is a Native American stone circle, and it's
Really?
and yes, and then up here is where the Cherokee National Forest is. So there's the Native American stone circle, and then you saw where I'm 1,900 feet up on this mountain, and so there was kind of a skirmish in between the settlers and the natives that lived up here as well. So sometimes we get the natives that come through, and a lot of times we will get the people that lived in the settlement. So if you hear settlement or something like that, I consider that a bingo. Whenever we ask questions and they are in context to what I'm asking, take note of that as well. And then I just heard that go off again. My little REM pod.
The REM pods.
Yeah. Now I also have a. Here's some other things you're going to hear. You may hear our guest ghost, Florence, which is my wife's mother-in-law, grandmother. Yes, and you played the video, so you know that it works. You saw it work. So she may show up. There's another ghost by the name of Jeff that he shows up quite a bit. There's Gary and his wife Edith, and we verified that he was here through an obituary. He actually died here in this same town where I'm at. So those are some of the things that you're going to hear. I may turn on the necrometer. The necrometer is kind of hard to understand, so I might not turn on for very long. Then I also have the REM pod. So let's see what happens. I'm going to turn these on. Let me go ahead and hit start on this one.
So you found out Jeff and Edith's name and then looked it up?
Yes. So I got a first name and a last name, and then I just looked it up.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's kind of stuff make you chills right up your spine.
Yeah, I can show you Jeff. Hold on, or I can show you Gary's stuff. Hold on just a sec. Let me turn this off. Is there anybody here who would like to say hello? What is your name? You can use this piece of equipment up here. I have it hooked up to a mixer.
Got it all set up.
Yeah, that way you can hear it. All right.
Leave it on at night; it just goes crazy. Turn it off.
I try not to leave it on because I don't want it to get too freaky. But so that would start. Okay, and then now the Spirit Music Box works like a yes/no meter. So the Spirit Music Box.
Many.
Oh, how many do we have here? What's your name? The Spirit Music Box will go ding as a yes and a ding ding as a okay. So I'm going to start it. It's going to calibrate. Okay, and you can see it's kind of going through.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anybody here who can make that music box go off? Okay, we'll just kind of let it sit for just a moment. Now, once they start talking, once we get going, then it's going to start to get quite busy. Yeah. Oh, thank you.
Just
yes.
Stir them up.
Emergency. Burned.
Oh, that's weird. Now that is kind of strange, right? Because one said emergency, the other one said burned. Okay, were you burned? Okay, maybe you were. Thank you. Thanks for
the
using
creepiest music possible.
Yeah, thanks for using my equipment. And that's kind of like an okay or a thank you. You're welcome. All right.
Cool.
Who all's with me now? What's your name? And then while that's coming up, I'm going to show you, I'll tell you the story about Gary and his wife, Edith.
It was me.
It was you. Okay. All right. And what's your name?
The rumors are true.
All right. Very interesting. Okay. So it was a year ago on July 11th that me and my wife were going to go to town, and we were actually going to go to well, let me see. I'm getting kind of a brain freeze here. Helen, Georgia. It's a German town. So she said, "All right, I'll grab my
Alexander.
Oh, thank you, Alexander.
Jasmine.
Oh, Alexander and Jasmine. Okay. Thank you. We did ask their names, so we got Alexander and Jasmine.
I used to live here.
You did, okay. It's okay. I live here now, but you're welcome to stay. Okay, so she went to go get her debit cards, couldn't find them, and it's like, oh great. So we said, well, let's go to Walmart, see if they're there. They were not there. Let's go to the radio station. They weren't there. So she couldn't find them, and I said, well, hon, why don't you just transfer your money to my card?
Hunter,
Oh, hello, Hunter. We
did you
just,
hear US?
yes, I heard you. We could use my debit card instead. So I went to go find my debit card, and it was gone. I mean, I'm talking gone, right? Okay. So then my wife's freaking out now. She's like, all right, get out the spirit talker, ask if there's if they know where it's at.
Walk left.
Something like that. So anyway, all right.
Next.
So here is what we found out. Okay, yeah, it's starting to go off just a little bit now. Okay. So we said,
Sleeping.
who's here? And it said Gary.
The woman scares me. Iris.
See, now now see how crazy it is? It was quiet a moment ago.
They're starting to see the outlet, and they're starting to come toward it.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So let me share this here with you. Share screen. Okay. And boom. This is Gary. All right. So we said, all right, who's here? And then it said, I like talking. And I'm like, all right. And then it said, can't breathe. And I'll tell you why it says can't breathe here in a minute. Then concerned. Yeah, we were concerned because we couldn't find the money. Then it said desperate. All right. Now, all the spirit talkers have a log, so you can always go back. Then the word Enid comes up, and I'll tell you why Enid.
Hear my voice.
Yes, I can hear you. Yes,
Harriet.
Oh, hello, Harriet. See how it's
Harriet.
going now. All right. And then, okay, here we go. Then money. Yes. And desperate. Yes. Then it said, keep going. I'm like, all right. Then we said, what's your name? Then it said, what's your name? And I said, well, my name is Les. Right. And then it said, I worked here. Okay. And then the last name said, the name said Williams. We're like, all right, what's your first name? Gary. Okay. And when can we find our money? Soon. All right. And then it said that I died very recently.
Hurry up, Gary.
Yeah, it said ancient time twice. Ancient time twice. Okay. Then we said, well, Gary, are you the poltergeist? And it said, you're misinterpreting me, because the word poltergeist kept coming up before when we had talked to him when we were doing speaking with the spirits. So see, it's going off now. Okay. So right here where it said right, actually he wasn't verifying that I said right. Actually, it was like turn right. And so when we turned right, my wife had a stack of towels, and sure enough, in those towels were the debit cards. Okay. And then this is how we know that Gary helped us find the debit cards. This is Gary Otis Williams. He's from Mineral Bluff.
I'm looking at the same article over here. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's where I'm at. That's where I'm from. He passed away peacefully in May, very recently. He was born in where? McKaysville, Georgia. And now here's why he can't breathe, because he was a mining captain, and he's also on the mine rescue team. That's why he can't breathe. Now, he is survived by his wife, Edith. Well, that sounds very close to Enid. But occasionally we will actually get Edith on here on this on the Spirit Talkers too. Yeah. So that's the story of Gary and his wife Edith. Him and his wife like to ring the chimes outside.
So did you have it going like in your hand, like this in your hand, and we're looking for the cards?
Yeah. Like I had just
turn right, and they were.
Yeah, my wife's like, get out the Spirit Talkers.
Stuck here.
You don't have to be stuck here. You're free to go. You are an orb. You can fly wherever you want. A lot of times they don't know they're dead. Yeah. So yes, is this an app? Yes, I use Spirit. This is Spirit.
I was sick.
This is a Spirit Talker app, and you don't. The only thing you have to pay for it, you just pay for it one time. It's like $3 or $4, and then now the necrometer. This is a whole nother thing too. I can turn this on for a sec.
It's watching you.
Oh yeah. Yeah, let's turn this on. Okay.
This would be the most fun podcast I've done in a long time.
Oh, well, thank you.
I am digging the heck out of this.
Okay, so I got the necrometer on.
Pain.
Is there anybody here?
I shouldn't be dead.
Oh,
Is there anybody here? Okay, that was the necrometer. Sometimes the necrometer is kind of hard to understand, but we'll see.
What is it? It does? The necrometer?
Yo, Fugoe.
No Fugoe. What that is.
I made that sound.
All right. That's pretty cool. So I will tell you with the necrometer, I have a stepdaughter who's Navajo, and her dad passed away.
It's a bad idea.
Yeah, no. Her dad passed away, and then of course her grandfather did too. Well, we asked one time.
Being hetero.
And we asked her dad and her grandfather, and he was saying to my stepdaughter, stay in school. And then he said,
Miracle.
Oh yeah, he was talking Navajo, like his her grandfather was talking Navajo, and she said, Dad, if this is you, can you say my nickname that you used to call me? And it said Najone, which means heaven in or beautiful in Navajo. And we just about started crying.
Yeah, but crazy.
Roman.
Oh, hello, Roman. Yeah. So the necrometer is kind of hard to understand.
And to see, yes.
Yeah. But once you start listening to it for a little bit, you'll start hearing things with it. At first I didn't want to keep it. I paid $10 for it, and I'm like, well. And then I'm like, well, I don't know. And then I was like, all right, I'm gonna get it back again. Stop what? Why should we stop? Okay. Is there anybody over here who can make this
6
light up?
Stars and built.
Oracle.
Oracle. See, I've got that Oracle. I've had that come up a couple times. Somebody said that is in tarot cards.
Jenny.
Is that in tarot card Oracle?
I'm not sure.
That's really weird. Yeah, the music box is going off. So the only way that, okay, here's the thing. The only way that music box can go off is proximity.
Very grace.
Or movement. Of course, it's not moving, right? Or light. Can you make the music box go off for me one more time? Thank you.
I'm a man.
You're a man? Okay. I am too.
It's the ghost of Mike Gundy. I'm a man.
Yeah.
I'm 40.
Oh, that one said choking. Wow. Yeah, that one said I'm a man, Oracle, watching, concerned.
Mirror's reflection.
Oh, mirror's reflection. If you look at these windows behind me, sometimes they look like mirrors. Yeah. I haven't actually done a speaking with the spirits for a while. It's kind of crazy. But yeah.
Is it always really slow and then cranks up like that?
Yeah. Yeah. It starts slow and then it gets.
Exactly what he says.
and then it starts to get busy. You can kind of see it if you look there. That one, you can kind of see that one going off back there.
Mhm.
Yeah. But yeah, it starts off slow, and then sometimes you'll get to where it's like not saying anything. Is there any Native Americans here? Is there any Cherokee here?
17.
Okay.
No what?
No. Sometimes it helps to have other
I was
people.
cremated.
Seems to
Me time.
me time.
Build time.
Oh, that just said something too, like time almost. It helps to have other people listening too, because sometimes they'll be able to hear the stuff that you miss, and especially for me. See, it's quite quiet now.
Hi, it's you.
You what me?
That one's tough to understand.
Yeah, it is. It is.
It is. Sure be here.
Yeah, sometimes it is, and then sometimes you'll get it like sometimes you'll get an exact word that'd be like crystal clear.
Michael.
Michael, hi, Michael.
Aurora.
Yeah. And the reason why I like doing it this way is just kind of an overabundance of evidence. You know, if you even with the Florence one, Florence, are you here? Jeff, are you here?
Good.
Good. Should you kind of get quiet? See, it was just like 1 minute it's busy, that next minute it's not.
Ruth.
Oh, hello,
Yeah.
Ruth.
I thought it said rude.
Like, that's rude.
Look.
Yeah, they're doing shout outs.
Elizabeth.
Oh, hello, Elizabeth. Yeah. When they do, it's kind of like having an open mic. People like to have an open mic. When you turn it on, all of a sudden, yeah, they just start going off. But yeah, this is what I like doing. Just talking to the spirits, and catching some UFOs, and occasionally trying to get some Bigfoot stuff. But yeah, we like to just go outside and watch them drive by or fly by, and it's a lot of fun.
The children play.
They must be watching my house. Children being loud.
Electric.
Bill.
And it's going. Yeah, so there's Bill, electric, and it was me. Yeah, so I appreciate you having me on your show, and introduce me to everybody. And if there's anybody who needs to get their equipment set up or needs to know how to do that, I'd be more than happy to help you get it set up. I use free software. I use SM Player. I use for my screenshots, I use IR Fan View, and then for the Spirit Talker, it's like I said, it's only a couple bucks. And the Necrometer that's
my name is Ethel.
Oh, that's interesting.
Ethel.
Yeah, said my name is Ethel. Okay, hello, Ethel. Wow.
Do you have a website you use, or just the YouTube link?
No, I've got my YouTube link, which is Objects and Orbs, and then I have a group on Facebook, which is also Objects and Orbs too.
Okay, I'll put that in there. I have the
Trigger.
I have that in the description.
Okay.
I've got a campfire built out here. I may go outside and try to do some C5.
Nice.
There you go. Yeah, I would do that. And all you got to do is just introduce yourself and just kind of project your mind out there and say, I would like to see you. I know you're real. And I can just about guarantee you will see at least one. Yeah, don't look, Ethel.
Challenge.
So interesting about that. Don't look, Ethel. For some reason, 2 weeks ago, something sparked me to listen to Ray Stevens. Like, I've been listening to Ray Stevens for my whole life, like know all his songs. But for 2 reasons, I've been listening to Ray Stevens nonstop for 2 weeks, and I think he's about to die or something. I don't know what that's about.
Yeah,
haven't thought
that's
about him in years.
that's a possibility. Yeah,
I'm worried about Ray Stevens.
yeah, that who knows? That very well could be the very well could be something. But yeah, so I don't know if if your listeners like country music or not, but I'm
They
gonna
better.
yeah, I'm gonna be on the air on it's Mountain Country Radio .com, and I'm on from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. Mountain Time, not Mountain Time. Yeah, Mountain Time,
That's gonna
Eastern
fuck them
Time.
all up.
Yeah, Eastern Time. So yeah, I so I play requests too, and we play mainstream country and your all-time favorites.
Oh, your all-time favorites.
Yeah,
Play some David Allen Coe, Lay Me Down Some
Yes.
Rails.
That's right. Yeah. Take this job and shove it. Oh yeah. But yeah, we just have a good time and come on up here and hang out with us up on the mountain and check out some UFOs. Shoot. And
Would you at all be interested in doing like a co-host spot every now and then?
yeah, of course, that'd be fun.
Because I have another local DJ who's like he might know him. His name's Roger Allen.
Oh, okay.
He's the blind DJ. He's from back home.
Okay.
I asked him a few months ago if he would do it. He's like, yeah, sure. I'm like, oh God. Now I got to get him on here. But yeah, I like to. You guys are real cool to talk to, especially because you'll just go any direction. It's
Yeah, well, it helps being ADHD too.
yeah. I could tell by our conversation that you would be interested maybe once every 90 days or something for a co-host spot or something.
Oh, that'd be fun. I really appreciate it. And I if you ever wanted to do a live show too, at Missing Mountain Pizza in Blue Ridge, I know the owner there too. She's really cool. Her name's Brannon, and she's amazing. But I've done some not a podcast, but I've done some presentations from down there before too. Just kind of show people about it. I just saw a little orb go in front of you. That was kind of
in front of me.
Yeah,
oh, no.
just right in front.
137. Write it down.
Yeah, just a little quick there, a little quick one. I always like catching those too. Those are always fun. Those are my of course objects and orbs too.
There's a guy from Hope Paranormal who makes his own spirit boxes, and he had an orb fly in front of him during this. Josh Lewis.
Yeah,
he was on here, and an orb flew right in front of his face.
Wow, that's awesome. And another good way to catch orbs, let me show you this real quick. Let's see if we can catch some. On your phone, just come up here to torch. Let's see. Can you fly past this light for me?
Fly, little orb.
Yeah. Can you fly past that light for me so we can see it? Ha! Just like that. Bam. Whoa. See that? Bam, bam. Yeah. See? Awesome. Don't even have to ask me twice. Just do it again, because that's not dust, or else it'd be all up there. But it went by as I asked for it to go by.
Yeah, the dust orbs look a lot different than like a regular one. Like you can tell.
Yeah. Can you fly past it again for me? One more time. Come on. That was kind of cool. Yeah, wait till you watch this back. That was
137.
Fun. Yeah. Ooh, I like that. Yeah.
Go ahead and check.
Yeah. So that's pretty simple. That's how you and you can do that with any old phones. None of these phones have service except for this one right here. This is my S22, which I love very much. Yeah, I can go out there and I can get some really good stuff with it. It's got Astro View on it and all that too. But yeah, man, thanks for having me on, and I'd be more than happy to host a show. That'd be kind of fun, co-host with you.
Yeah, I'm going to come over there and hang out for 2 months. Right. I got a list this long of guests that I just want to be best friends with. And yeah. I think I added you to it just now. That's pretty cool.
Oh, yeah, come on over. Yeah, we're not that far away, and we've got the spare room. I'll pick up all the spare talkers and make it look nice in here, and make it look presentable. And Claudette
turn them on and sleep in there all night.
Yep, and Claudette will cook you some food like you never had before, and it's cool, yeah, and then let you meet you up with our coon dog and our husky, and we'll just have a good old time. and just
All
go out
right.
there and sit on the deck and maybe have a little Georgia moonshine. I mean, you know. that sounds
Good Lord. Well, I got 180 hours of leave. I may be over there in a minute.
All right.
I appreciate you being on, man. This was phenomenal.
Yeah.
Really fun.
I appreciate it. Yeah, and I've got so much more too that I can show you. And just I think that'd be fun just to do a live UFO hunt. That'd be fun, or even a
Yeah,
live.
and it needs to inspire me to get my road kit together because I've just been putting it off. It's
There you
all in
go.
boxes over here, and I need to just get off my ass and do it.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I got a whole bunch of stuff just packed up, and you know, if there's ever anybody who has any phones they don't want, you know, you can always use them for all kinds of things. Use them for ghost hunting. Use them for UFO hunting. In fact, this SM7 right here, I've got UFOs with it. Really, yeah. I mean, it
Still
looks pretty nice.
going.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Can you can you ring that? Can you make that go off for me one more time? It's okay. Won't hurt you in any way. And the main thing is just showing the entities respect. That's really all it is. You know, if you show them respect, then you get more. You know, you'll have more activity on them, and I know even right now, if I went outside, just look up to the sky and ask for something to fly by, I can just about guarantee something is gonna do that. But it's just a matter of looking up there. Just look up there, and that's what it's all about. But well, yeah.
Cool.
But man, it's been good talking to you, and thanks for inviting me on. And I'd be more than happy to come back.
And thanks everybody for watching. We had a good crowd tonight.
Yeah.
From Ohio to Florida to everywhere else.
Yeah, thanks Holly and Paranormal Guys and Caffeinated Cryptid. Of course, that's you.
Yep.
And
That's
yeah, all your listeners and viewers. And what's cooking now? Yeah, don't ever be afraid to just kind of get out of your comfort zone and just ask for them to come. And what I've noticed is that they are shy as well. I've had some that will come out and kind of wait for me a little bit and hang out and then go. I had one actually waited for me while I was getting my phone. That was kind of cool. And it also helps too to have a mate that is also into ghost hunting and UFO hunting and all that. It just makes for a fun time, and we like to just go out there and sit out and take the dog out there while he's not getting crazy. Of course, he starts to get crazy around this time. You know, the coon dog does, but yeah. But all right. Well, hey, I'm gonna give you back your night, and but thanks so much. And
cool.
if y'all get a chance, tune in tomorrow morning or anytime and check us out.
Yep. And everybody watching, please share the video.
Yes.
And subscribe and check out bobbydizzle.com for iTunes and Spotify and all those kind of app links. All right.
App links, yes.
Peace out, everybody. Thanks, Les.
All right, take care. All right, be good. Bye-bye.